Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to talk about a model in B2B marketing that is just, well, it's broken. For the longest time, we all thought a website's job was to just pile on as much information as possible. But look, in a world that is literally drowning in content, that's not the answer anymore. The real goal, the game changer, is to resolve uncertainty.
I absolutely love this quote. It just perfectly captures the state of a modern B2B buyer, doesn't it? They're not uninformed. They are completely overwhelmed. They are lost in this thick fog of AI-generated reports, endless competitor websites, and a million articles. They don't have a problem with a lack of light. They have a problem with a lack of direction. What they really need, what they're desperate for, is a single, focused beam to just cut through all that noise and show them the path forward.
It's a fantastic question, right? You see, for years, the thinking was pretty simple. The more information you give a buyer, the more prepared they are to buy. You just keep feeding them content and eventually they'll make a decision. But that whole assumption, it's dangerously out of date. Today, buyers land on your website already armed with tons of information. Just giving them more of the same stuff isn't helping. It's just making that fog even thicker. And that leads us right to the heart of the problem, what we can call the information illusion. We've pretty much closed the old information gap. I mean, you can find facts about anything, anywhere, anytime. But in its place, a much bigger, way more important gap has opened up, the uncertainty gap. And that, right there, is the real thing stopping people from making a decision. Okay, let's break this down because this is so important. On one side, you have information delivery. Its goal is just conceptual understanding. The buyer kind of gets what you do. But on the other side, you have uncertainty resolution. Its goal is situational clarity. The buyer understands what this means for me right now in my company. And that is everything. The goal isn't just to create an informed buyer who knows a lot of facts. It's to create a ready buyer who feels confident enough to actually do something. So let's be super clear about what we mean by uncertainty. This is not the same as being ignorant. Not at all. It's that feeling of having all the puzzle pieces right in front of you, but having absolutely no idea how they fit together for your specific, unique situation. You can totally understand a general concept, but be completely lost on how to apply it to your team, your budget, and your deadlines. Now, the good news here is that this huge abstract idea of uncertainty isn't just one giant monster we have to fight. It actually shows up in 5 distinct, manageable forms that pretty much every buyer has to work through. That's right, 5 specific forms. And if you want your website to be that beam in the fog, you've got to solve for every single one of them. So here they are: fit, outcome, process, investment, and timing. Each one of these is a critical question in the buyer's mind that's blocking them from moving forward. So let's dig into what those questions actually are. You'll notice every one of these questions is super personal and situational. It all starts with fit uncertainty. Are you guys even for me? Do you get my world? Then comes outcome uncertainty, which is all about the result. Okay, but what do I actually get at the end of all this? After that, you've got process uncertainty, the how. I can't picture what it would be like to actually work with you day to day. Then there's the big one, investment uncertainty. Can I make the business case for this? Is the juice worth the squeeze for us? And you know what? Even if you solve all of those, timing uncertainty can kill the whole deal. Is this really the most important thing for us to do right now? Okay, so we've laid out the 5 big problems. Now for the fun part, the solution. And this requires a totally new way of thinking about your website. You've got to shift it from being just a library of information to being an engine for resolution. And this table just lays it all out so perfectly. It's a stop doing that, start doing this guide. For fit uncertainty, stop with the vague descriptions like "we help businesses grow." Instead, be explicit. We are for these companies and we're not for those companies. For outcome, forget the fuzzy benefit statements. Get specific about the recognizable results you deliver. For process, instead of just listing your services, give them a clear step-by-step map of what the engagement actually looks like. For investment, get rid of the generic ROI claims and build a calculator that lets the buyer plug in their own numbers. And for timing, drop the cheesy act now stuff and instead create content that shows them the very real, measurable cost of delaying the decision. So what's the bottom line here? The solution isn't just another blog post or a longer case study. It's about giving your buyers tools and structured content, things that let them take your general frameworks and apply them directly to their own world. It's about helping them actually see themselves in the solution you provide. And that brings us right back to where we started. In a market that's crowded and confusing, your goal isn't just to be another light source contributing to the glare. Your goal is to be the single, powerful beam that cuts straight through the fog.
If you remember only one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. The job description for your website has changed. Its main function has evolved from just informing a passive audience to actively helping a buyer resolve their very specific, very personal uncertainties. So I'll leave you with this question to really think about. Go take a fresh, hard look at your own website. Is it just another source of information, adding to the noise and making the buyer's journey even more confusing? Or is it a finely tuned instrument of clarity, a beam of light that cuts through the fog, resolves their uncertainty, and gives them the confidence to take the next step? Because honestly, the answer to that question will define your success.